Hey, I'm Coral and this is Coral Gardens. We're going to do our weekly garden tour. It's September 21st. It's been about exactly a week since the last time we did one. I just showed a friend around my garden again, and every time I do that, I think, oh my gosh, I want to show my online friends. So we'll see what we got going on. We have some things that are really ready to harvest, a few things that might not get all the way there in time before freezes, but we're gonna take that day by day and see how we do. Let's take a look around and see what we got growing. So here's our freak show. I know there were some people in my shorts that were looking for updates. I might have to make a quick shorts update too, but hopefully they'll find that here. Got a lot of tertiary buds going all the way down, so we're hoping to get an okay yield. This one's a little bit skinnier, but also looking nice. So the dollar store Halloween decorations are holding up great. I added ones to the other side, but I'll show you when we get down there. Still on melon. Watch out this huge guy. So big. And this vine's growing really nicely. Thrombicino vine. And the Thrombicino is getting pretty big too. There's that Jack B. Little. It's still kind of doing its thing. And on this side we have that Armenian yard-long. I gave one of these to my landlord the other day. I thought this guy was good, but he looks like he's not actually gonna grow. But I always do that to myself. I'm gonna need something to cut that with. There's our other little personal-sized watermelon. Big personal size. That's probably for 2 or 3 people at least. But smaller than the big guy. The chickens have been hanging out in the garden and eating some of the arugula. Spinach there. Leaning down tomatoes over here. The corn in its little circle, that's what's basically survived. This bean's doing really nicely. Hopefully he'll wind his way up and take over the whole teepee because that's all we got. The sweet pea's coming back a tiny bit there, and there's still a little stem there that could come back. The chickens have been going after the tomatoes as well, as you can see. There's a lot of green tomatoes, even on the small guy, but definitely on these big guys. I think more from the other side. Oh gosh, I really need to tie this one up. We'll get there. Go around to this side and show you these. See, there's kind of big tomatoes everywhere. Oh, and those little jerks. Yeah, they've been pecking at everything. They avoided the garden for so long, I thought I was safe, and I was wrong. Tomatillos getting really big. Like this one looks kind of got a purpley casing. But I think these are all just green. Onions are doing pretty well. Back over to this trellis. This little center cut, I'll probably harvest him pretty soon. I don't think he's gonna get too much bigger. And this little tiny, I think, butternut. Hi, little bee. This pumpkin's starting to turn orange here on the trellis. Don't get me, bee, I'm good. This way's already pretty orange. I think both of these spaghetti squash are actually ready to harvest. One's a little bigger than the other. This is a really small pumpkin. It's coming on. Here's a little butternut or butterscotch. And on the back side of this, there's a little Lakota. So this one had 4 squash. There's a little Lakota squash. just noticed how pretty this little single red rat's tail radish flower is. Here's our watermelon and squash rambling area. And there's some okra. I think that's a Lakota squash. Inside there's cabbage that hopefully we can grow on once these guys are gone. Burgundy okra. This is a butternut squash. Kind of an interesting start. Sugar baby watermelon. And there's a little cabbage up there. Butterscotch, I think, which is a little smaller and a little sweeter butternut. There's a big cabbage there because it's not covered by melon. And then a little teeny tiny guy. These guys have cabbage. But we've pulled the pumpkins that we're trying to grow there. But yeah, like I was saying, this guy is definitely ready to harvest. He's hard-skinned. So I'm gonna pick him probably today, and maybe the other guy on the other side too. Here we have some noodle beans growing. That guy had tiny ants, which I haven't seen out in the garden yet. This is our pumpkin vine. It's grown up all the way over here and has one big beautiful pumpkin that hopefully will ripen just in time for Halloween because it's gorgeous. It's a fairy tale pumpkin. On the other side here, wow, look at this red rat's tail radish. So this little guy right here is actually going to be the little pod that you eat. It comes after the flower, and it'll grow out to about green bean size, and that's the part you eat. It's really good. Great in salads and stuff like that. This melon vine is looking a little worse for the wear, but he's still hanging on pretty strongly. Oops, have you parked in a leaf again? So I'm gonna let him keep ripening on the vine, so I don't want to pull him too early. Here's a little watermelon here. Watermelon flowers are pretty. Ants everywhere, of course. All of the beans are really... Oops. Why is everything so blurry, camera? I'm gonna defrost you. Okay, hopefully you can see a little better now. That was weird. We got a lot of things growing on here because the peas are starting to really grow quickly. And the beans are growing and flowering and making baby beans. Another little red rat's tail radish. Those flowers are really pretty. And then there's that Moon and Stars watermelon, which I'm not sure we'll have time to make another watermelon. And the one on there kind of succumbed to aphid damage eventually. I think it couldn't sustain him anymore. But yeah, here's some Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. Go let that guy get a tiny bit bigger. And over here, there's definitely a few noodle beans that need to be picked. Again, I always shake these because there's always ants at the end. I'm assuming harvesting aphid, whatever that's called. Honey, whatever. Oh, there's green ones down here too. I'm gonna have a big bowl of ramen with a bunch of noodle beans in it. I think I'm gonna pull this Kajari melon today and see if it's edible at all. Let's see if I can. There we go. There it came off. He's pretty small. I don't know if he got fully pollinated, or why he's little like that. This little watermelon too kind of makes me wonder. Oops. Yeah, he's still growing, I think. But this guy definitely changed color, like he was ripening, and he gets a little squidgy. Oops. And I just walked through my new Halloween decoration. I made it too short even for me to walk through. I'm gonna go set down this Kajari melon right in here, and the noodle beans right across here. It's a weird loud sound. Oops. Okay, I'll come around to this back side of this. I think these could go a day or two, actually. I do kind of like them when they're thin in the ramen, but yeah, look how fun. Super pretty. They're starting to grow higher up, which eventually, hopefully they'll actually cascade down from the top. And that'll be really pretty if we can get there before the frost shows up. There's another, I don't know what that kind of bean is. It's pretty though. So these potatoes might be starting to die back here soon. I planted some root veggies in here. Not seeing them come up. I'll give them a few more days and then maybe retry. And I planted some kale and some kohlrabi in this one, and I haven't seen those either. These little guys look so sad in the midday on a day that we didn't water, but I'm doing every other day now. And they're surviving. There's another gray zucchini, my favorite. I didn't know I planted multiples of those, but I'm glad. Oop. Sorry, little spider, wherever you are. Didn't mean to take down your web. I think I'm gonna take this delicata today. Came off pretty easy, so that's nice. I'm nervous about the chickens getting things now, which I never had to worry about before. That little artichoke's looking pretty good, and these sunflowers are all still blooming. Really pretty. Last little bits of life coming out. I think that's gonna be it for harvesting from this part. Let's go down. Go down over here. So, the amaranth is bent more and more over. It's pretty hard to walk under. But luckily there's no spider there anymore. The one that broke off is kind of growing back, which is cool. Got a bunch of zinnias. Our little sunflower head that's dead. Hollyhock. Big amaranth. Hanging over into the main garden. The sweet potatoes. And they have some Swiss chard planted in there too. These tomatoes are doing pretty good. What are these guys? I fertilized them today, this evening. There's a little coxcomb getting bigger. That's pretty cool flower. See how big sometimes they get huge. A few pretty zinnias. The gomphrina's getting nice and big. A few more sunflowers bloom. Those ones are pretty. there's some calendula growing around the edge. I seeded a bunch of more wintertime stuff, but I don't think most of it's gonna come up. Oh, there's a big carpenter bee in there. Do you see it? Hi, buddy. I flew right by, but oh yeah, hi. Big guys, they're so crazy. We have a few zucchini that really desperately need to be harvested, so put this up here with the noodle beans. That guy is about ready, but I'm gonna give him a day or two. These guys, on the other hand, need to be taken right away. There's one big guy. There's another big guy right here. I haven't looked at some of these other ones. I harvested just a couple tomatoes earlier. The Zephyr seems like it's kind of ceased production for the most part. There's a bumblebee in there. These guys could wait a day. That little crookneck could wait a day or two too. There's lots of little white zucchinis that are close. Oh, this guy needs to come. Oh, for sure. Ouch. There's a few that almost always have at least one on. Okay, let's see. Ow. That squash attacked me. There's our Girl Scout cookie. Doing pretty good. I thought one of those looked a little yellow to me, but maybe not quite. Still just getting the sun gold off of these ones. No different varieties yet. Sun gold's in here. I'm definitely gonna go in and have some ramen with fresh veggies because we got a lot of fresh veg. Maybe I'll do like a salad and a stir fry tonight. Put these guys in my pocket. Let's see. Oh, see that red one in there? Oy. It's like kind of a treasure hunt. Oh, it could be a sun gold. Just a really red sun gold, perhaps. Little lemon cherry. Let's see. Probably need to get down and look up and do it again. I think I got a good number of the lighter ones out last time. These guys really should be ripening soon. There's so many green tomatoes. These midnight snacks are just beautiful. So big. And there's just tomatoes everywhere, so there's these big guys. Bunch in there. tomatoes are starting to turn. See how they're getting a little bit yellow instead of... I was gonna say, if I picked one now, it would ripen inside. So, and I went to show you, I picked it on accident, so it'll ripen inside. There's some more of the big ones. The camera just froze a second ago, so I think it might be getting too hot. So I'm probably gonna clear you out of here before the camera does it for me. Let's see. Take a quick peek at the green beans. I've been pretty on top of these too, so I doubt they'll be too many or too big. See how speckly, pretty. Yeah, I think we're, oh, there's a big old Tanya's pink potted. Wow, that one's really pink too. Okay. That might be it. But that's still a pretty good overall harvest. Got a little pocket full of tomatoes. Big squash, delicata, noodle beans, and a Kajari melon. That hopefully is edible. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Got a pretty great harvest. It's a good time of year, just a little less care because you're kind of over it and you let it get wild. Get your fall stuff in the ground and then you get to just harvest all the good stuff. I lost something. Have a good day.
Like and subscribe.
Hey. Wait. So I've only added a tiny bit more to the Halloween decoration. It is, I think it's September 21st. That could be right. Welcome back to the hilarious segment. Watch Coral struggle back with her veggies because she didn't bring a basket. Your favorite part of the day.